So this past week at the national championship, Blake was fishing the high school national championship. I'm in line, and Glenn, the tournament director, came to me and said, "Hey, when y'all get through, I want to talk to you." So okay. So we get through the line, and I walk back, and the line's still going, and he said, "Stand right here." So I waited, and Chris Bowes came and got me and said, "Hey, can we go in here and talk?" I said, "Yeah." So we go in this room, and he says, "Man," he said, "just want to talk to you. We had a meeting, he and Philip and Chase and Glenn and Hank had a meeting, and we feel like you've violated the code of conduct, the Bassmaster code of conduct." Well, no shit. I mean, that's just a matter of time, a matter of how many times I've done that, right? But that applies to boat captains, okay? And so basically, the way the rule would go, I wouldn't be able to boat captain my son. The way the Bassmaster rules read is you have to be boat captain by who you qualify with. Anyway, he goes on to say that he thinks I'm hypocritical, or they think I'm hypocritical because I want to fish Bassmaster events, but yet I say bad things about them. No, I say bad things about how the organization is run. And I only bring up things when anglers, professional anglers, can't say anything because they run the organization like communists, that if you speak out against them, then you're kicked out. So when the anglers come to me and have an issue, then I'll speak about it to kind of be their voice, to be able to say things. I've taken a lot of shots from people over the last couple of years, getting on me, calling me a whiner, crier, bitch, all this stuff, because I go and speak out for the anglers. When the anglers call me and have an issue, then I go and speak about it. And that's okay. Has it hurt my son in the industry? Probably. There's probably companies that won't have anything to do with him because of me. Probably a lot of companies won't have anything to do with me because of things I've said. But, you can't, we're paying customers. The people that are fishing Bassmaster and MLF2, we pay to fish those events. And I don't know of any other business in the country where you're a customer, and if you say you don't like something about that business, that you're banned from that business. I don't know of any. But he goes on to say, if this were a Bassmaster Open or something like that, you wouldn't be allowed to fish. So I'm banned from Bassmaster is what you're saying. And that's why they wouldn't give me the credentials at the Bassmaster Classic, because they don't think I should be allowed to enjoy their events if I say negative things about them. My goal is to make the industry better than how I found it, and you may argue about how I go about that. However, I want to see everything on a level playing field. I want the anglers to be on a level playing field. And I want the anglers to be treated like other professional sports. And I want the industry to grow and to get better. But my whole thing with Bassmaster is when the management does things to treat the anglers unpoorly, or the anglers are not treated fairly, and they say something bad, then I'm going to bring it up. So that's what happened this past weekend. I'm thankful that Bassmaster let me boat captain my son in his last ever high school event. However, the main reason they did was because of what the public backlash would have been. Not because of me, Slick Johnson, but because of a dad not being able to boat captain the kid, and the kid being disqualified because the dad said something that the upper management of Bassmaster didn't like. And I've done a lot of things for high school and college fishing. When people call me, kids or whatever, text me and say they got an issue with Bassmaster in a tournament, the first thing I do is contact Glenn and try to get it resolved. Y'all never see those videos. You never see those things that come out. And the same thing would happen in the Elite Series and the Opens if they would communicate, but they won't communicate because they're too good to do that. They're too good to talk to somebody and listen to what's going on. But I guess I'm banned from Bassmaster. But you know what? There's old Floyd Buckets. He always shows up. But you know what? We're going to find out.